guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today, like I said in my previous video, we're going to be talking about the 5 love languages. So I'm going to pretty much state all the 5 love languages and then define them, and then also tell you what my love language is and how you can probably try to even take a test and see what your highest love language is and what is your list out of it. Doesn't mean because it's your list doesn't mean you will not appreciate the thing. It just means your highest number is what your love language is more about. And we're gonna get into it in the next clip. All right. I believe there's a book about the 5 love languages. I really don't know the name of the book. I've never read the book. I've heard about the book, but I've not read the book before. But I heard about the book. The reason why I want to talk about love languages is because lately I've been noticing that I've been leaning towards my love language than I will have done before in the past. Maybe because I'm a little older now and I have relationships in my life that I feel like I need to implement love languages in, if that makes sense. So the 5 love languages that we have is words of affirmation, gift giving, physical touch, acts of service, and quality time. So all those things for different people, there are different things that their own love languages, their love languages are. So I'm going to define what love languages, what all these different love languages, and then I'll tell you what mine is, and then we'll probably try to go a little bit more deeper into it. All right, so the first one is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation is pretty much you saying nice things to the person, you using words to build the person up, using different ways to be able to build somebody up, basically with your words, saying you look nice today, what you did earlier on that project was awesome. And this love language can also work in workplaces. Some of it can work in the workplaces, like physical touch cannot work in the workplace. Quality time cannot really work at a workplace because you are really crossing the line in that aspect. And then the only gift giving can be a little, you have to be, you cannot gift in a work setting. But if this is your personal life, those 3 can be done in your personal life. But I know words of affirmation and acts of service can be used a lot in the workplace because those 2 things are very, very important. I don't know how quality time, physical touch, and gift giving will translate in a professional setting. But the next one is gift giving. Gift giving, again, can be misinterpreted with people. Why? Because when people hear gift giving, they are thinking gold digger. That's not what necessarily gift giving is. Gift giving just means that you see something at a store, and the first person that comes to your mind when you see that thing at the store is your friend, is your significant other, is your mom, your dad. You just thought about you thinking about the person because you saw the thing. That person appreciated because you were thinking about the person when you were purchasing that thing and you were giving to them as a gift because you know they will appreciate that gift. That's pretty much what gift giving is. Then acts of service. Acts of service is you doing something that is probably out of your way to make your spouse happy, to know that you're thinking about them, that you like them or you love them or anything like that. That's what acts of service is. You're just doing it, you did it randomly. It's not like the person asked you to do it, you just did it randomly out of nowhere. The person will pretty much appreciate it if that's the person's love language. The next one is quality time. Quality time is where this again can be a little, there can be a gray area with quality time. Why? Because with quality time, people usually misinterpret what quality time is. Quality time is you spending one-on-one time with the person, not you and the person watching TV or anything like that, or even a group setting. It's not you guys watching TV, it's you guys communicating, you guys talking about how the person's day has gone, talking about just things that is around the person that you want to just talk about. That's what quality time is. Just spending time with the person, talking, conversing about things that you probably would not even talk on a regular basis to any other person. That's because that's the person's love language. And then the last one is physical touch. Physical touch means everything physical in the aspect, sexual intercourse, kissing, hugging. Sometimes most people will not go to the extreme of sexual intercourse, but they like to be hugged, they like to be touched, they like to be kissed, they like to be, you know, like they touchy feely type of people. Like if they don't touch you, they don't feel like they're connected to you at all. That's pretty much what physical touch is. Now let's get into what my own love language is. I think I already know what my love language was, but the thing is I had to take the test to reaffirm me that this was my love language. This is how I came to the conclusion of me taking the test. I was talking to a friend of mine. I've noticed that I like this thing too much. But I'm kind of like handicapped to it, and I was not really conscious of me being handicapped to that situation, of me wanting that in my love language, if that makes sense. So my own love language is words of affirmation. I remember taking the test. My highest score was a 9 on my words of affirmation. And it really got me to a T, because I'm the kind of person where I need people to tell me you did good. Oh, even if I did bad, but if they can notice that I did one good thing out of the thing that I did, and they notice that, just if they told me you did a good job on that aspect, but you need to improve, they tell me that, because I'm open for criticism. It really doesn't bother me. But words of affirmation is definitely my biggest one. My lowest one was actually gift giving. I think I scored a 2 on that one. That was my lowest one. I was surprised because I'm not really swayed by gifts. I can buy my own thing by myself. You don't really have to buy me. It doesn't mean if you give it to me, I'm not going to appreciate it. It's not something that would make me feel loved. I will accept the gifts. I mean, I might probably request for something once in a while, maybe because I need that thing, or I don't want to spend my own dime on that thing. I will appreciate somebody giving me this. It's just not my main love language, if that makes sense. And I think quality time was my second to the last one. Yeah, I think quality time was my second to the last one. So, but my major one is words of affirmation, and lately I've been feeling that way. I remember applying for a job too as well. The job had you, I think it was called Kuru 7 or something like that. The job had you take a personality test, and the personality test said I'm a very I have a curious mind. So with me being a curious mind, I think that's one of the things that annoys people in my life. I asked way too many questions, and with the questions I ask them redundantly. Why I do that redundantly? Because I have to be affirmed continuously that, hey, you're telling me you're doing this. I want to make sure you're actually going to do that thing that you're telling me that you're going to do. So I feel like those two things go hand in hand for me, and I already know myself. That's why I ask so many questions. That's just my personality, and that could annoy people. I'm telling you, it annoys people in my life, my sister, friends even as well. They get annoyed by me just asking the questions over and over again. And then with this love language thing, let me tell you guys, even I'm still learning this. Every person in your life, you have to literally learn their love language. It's just that simple. Because I feel like if you don't learn that person's love language, there's no way you'll be able to connect to the person. You'll be able to connect to the person, but you'll not be able to connect with the person in their love language. Because to me, I feel like that love language thing is important. I'm not saying you should lean only on your love language. You can find other methods, but your love language will literally help you navigate through who the person you're dealing with, especially in personal relationships. It helps you just know the person that you're dealing with, what they feel like they are most loved at. I feel like that's when especially if like personally, if you know that person personally, you need to find out what their love language is. I'm trying to get people in my life to take the test. Some of them are reluctant to take it. I don't know why. I've asked my mom to take the test. I don't think she's going to take the test, but I don't know. But I pretty much think I know what the people in my life's love language is. But I just want, like I said, I have to be affirmed. You take the test so I know so I know specifically what your love language is. That's just me. I need to know. I really don't care. I need to know. I need to see it in writing, or I need you to say it out loud to me so I know that, hey, this is your love language. Now let me start using that to address you or to interact with you any way, shape, or form, if that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do with you guys is I'm gonna actually link below the link that I used to take the love language in, and I'll also probably in the clip I'll probably insert my own because I took a screenshot of mine. I'm gonna insert my own love language, and you guys will see mine. And like I said, mine is words of affirmation. Yours might be gift giving, whichever one it is. There's nothing wrong with you picking. There's nothing wrong with you saying if yours is gift giving. There's really nothing wrong with your love language being gift giving. You just like to receive gift. That's your way. That's the way you feel loved by people around you. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean you're a gold digger or anything. I think that's where the misconception comes in place, is where people feel like because your words of affirmation is this different things that you're this or that or the other. That's not really what it is. So I really hope this helps you guys. Maybe not really helped you guys, maybe helped me, because I know, like I said, these videos really is things that are going on in my head that I'm sitting down and just talking about. I think I was watching Sidel Curry's I think she does a mental health update, and she kept saying she's all over the place with what she was saying. And I remember commenting on the post, and I said sometimes all you need is just to sit down and maybe not even literally talk to somebody. Just sit down like with what I'm doing right now, just talking to the camera, and just be all over the place, because sometimes that's the headspace most people are in. Like, your thoughts are all over the place. You just talking randomly about your thoughts is pretty much what you need to do, and just put it out there. And the funny thing is you'll be amazed at how people can connect with you on that level, because there are a lot of people that their headspace is in that area where their thoughts are all over the place, and it's hard for you guys. It's hard for you to like talk about it and express yourself. I know I struggle with that. Like, I will have all these ideas in my head, but once I turn on the camera, it's like everything just goes left, like completely left. What I have in mind of me wanting to say, it doesn't come out the way I want it to be said. It's just that sometimes that's just how life is. That's just how we are as human beings. We can never be perfect at all. Because even sometimes when I'm talking on here, I stutter. And I don't even stutter in my real life. But because I know that I'm talking to an audience and stuff like that, I stutter, and I'm like, am I saying the right words? Sometimes my accent will be a little bit more thicker than what it is. So I've told myself I'm not even going to worry about that. Because if I worry about that, I'm literally going to give myself a headache. I don't have time. I cannot come and kill myself. It is 2019. It is the year of me not coming to come and kill myself. I'm not. It's not even happening. I'm trying to live my best life, and that's pretty much all I'm doing. All 2019. I'm not worried about nobody, but worried about myself, my family, my friends, people that actually matter to me. That's all I'm really worried about. Again, another rant. Again, whatever. All right. So guys, thank you again for watching, and I hope this love languages, you guys are able to implement it in your life too as well. Again, I'll link below the link to the test, and you guys can take the test. And you guys can let me know in the comment section if you already know what your love language is. Go ahead and let me know, and we can talk about it more. I'm happy to talk about anything. I really don't have nothing to do now, because your girl is a little free right now. So I'll post this video, and then we can converse about everything about love languages and whatnot. And I think my next video, I have an idea of what my next video will be, so you guys stay tuned for my next video. I think the next one will be pretty interesting, and my next upload is on Sunday. So yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting, so you guys stay tuned. Okay, bye y'all.